All right, you found another interesting one. You sent over some info about this company, TATANKA, and I gotta say, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
We're talking AI, robotics, but with a twist I definitely did see coming.
Yeah.
So you shared some snippets from their investor website, and just the name itself, TATANKA. It's like, I don't know, you hear it, you think thunder of hooves, spirit of the American bison.
Native American culture, right?
Right. But here's the thing. This isn't about handcrafted goods or cultural tourism or anything like that. TATANKA is diving headfirst into the world of AI, building a platform for AI and robotics companies. And that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Because their investor page, it starts by painting this picture of the AI landscape as this sort of digital Wild West. You know, everyone's doing their own thing, reinventing the wheel, struggling to connect, like herding cats.
It's very common in any kind of rapidly developing field that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But what I think is fascinating about TATANKA's approach here is they almost very literally link this challenge back to the historical experiences of Native American tribes.
It's like they're saying, hey, we've been down this road before. Let's learn from the past.
Exactly. And they don't shy away from it either. Like they very much, they've got this incredibly powerful quote from Sitting Bull, the Lakota chief, right on the investor page.
Wow.
Talking about the need for collaboration, putting our minds together to create a better future for our children. And it's not just like a throwaway line. It's like a real statement of values right there on the page.
It really struck me because you think about attracting investors, right? You're talking about the bottom line, potential ROI. But this is them putting a stake in the ground and saying, we're playing the long game here, and we're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, it's a bold move to weave that kind of social responsibility into the very fabric of your pitch. It's like they're not just building a platform, they're advocating for a different way of thinking about AI development altogether.
Yeah, they're backing it up. I mean, at the bottom of this investor page, you got your standard links, you know, privacy policy, all that, legal jargon, all that stuff. But there's this other link that just stopped me in my tracks. It says, aligning with global indigenous wisdom, a path to a sustainable future. What in the world does that have to do with building robots and algorithms?
Well, I know, right? It's like,
what?
I'm dying to know. That's where things get really fascinating, I think, because it suggests that they see themselves as more than just a tech company. They're positioning themselves as a movement, advocating for this more ethical, sustainable approach to AI. And they're drawing inspiration from, you know, a very unexpected source. It's almost like they're tapping into this, I don't know, ancient well of knowledge or something, and looking for guidance on how to navigate these like uncharted waters of AI, you know. It's not just about the technology itself, but the values, the principles that guide its development, which is a really unique perspective, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we hear all the time about these buzzwords, disruptive innovation, move fast and break things. It's refreshing in a way to see a company like this talking about collaboration, long-term thinking, respecting the interconnectedness of all things.
Yeah, it's like, what if instead of trying to conquer the future, we try to learn from the past, you know?
Right.
Indigenous cultures have been grappling with these questions for centuries. How to live in harmony with nature, how to make decisions that benefit future generations.
Yeah.
And they seem to be suggesting that those same principles can and should be applied to how we develop AI as well.
Part of me is a little skeptical, though, I have to say. I mean, can you really code an algorithm with a sense of interconnectedness or like a respect for the natural world? How does that even work in practice?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, right? And I think, unfortunately, these investor excerpts that you shared don't really go into the nitty-gritty details of their platform or how they actually plan to incorporate these principles into the technology itself.
So it's still kind of a mystery then?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just piquing our interest with this like really compelling narrative, but not really showing us the nuts and bolts just yet.
Exactly. And I think they're trying to attract a certain type of investor too. You know,
right.
It's not just about, you know, quick return on investment. They're clearly looking for people who buy into this bigger vision.
It's like they're saying, if you believe in a future where technology is used for good, where AI is developed ethically and responsibly, this is the company for you.
Exactly. And that's going to resonate with a lot of investors, I think, who are, you know, more and more aware of the potential downsides of all this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got TATANKA claiming they're going to revolutionize the AI industry by, like, I don't know, tapping into the wisdom of indigenous cultures. They're quoting Sitting Bull, talking about collaboration, a sustainable future. It's a good story.
It's a great story. The question is,
can they deliver?
Yeah, can they deliver?
Can they translate this like lofty rhetoric into an actual product?
Right.
A platform that actually lives up to these ideals.
That's what we need to see.
That's what I wonder. It's one thing to talk the talk, but can TATANKA walk the walk?
We'll see. It'll be fascinating to watch how this all plays out.
Yeah.
You know, to see if they can actually bridge that gap between ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technology.
It's like they've handed us this puzzle box, and we're still trying to figure out how to open it, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's not uncommon with startups.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to, I don't know, carve out a new space like this. You hold some things close to the vest, right?
Yeah.
You want to generate that buzz, that intrigue, without giving away all the secrets just yet.
Oh, imagine the headlines, right? TATANKA, the AI company channeling Sitting Bull to shape the future.
I know, it's catchy, right?
It's an amazing story. But again, can they back it up, right? That's the thing.
That's the question, yeah.
The potential is definitely there, but, you know, as with anything in tech,
Yeah.
execution is everything.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this deep dive into TATANKA's investor website definitely left me with more questions than answers, but in a good way, you know.
Yeah.
Clearly aiming high, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Blending cutting-edge AI development with this
Mm-hmm.
deep respect for indigenous wisdom and this real commitment to social responsibility, it seems like.
It's interesting. It's like we're seeing more and more companies really trying to grapple with the ethical considerations of this technology right from the start. Yeah, baking it in from the beginning, not just like an afterthought.
Exactly.
So is TATANKA onto something truly groundbreaking here, or is this just a brilliant marketing ploy?
Mm-hmm.
Guess we'll have to wait and see how it all unfolds.
I think only time will tell. And that's part of what's so exciting about tracking a company like this from, you know, the early stages.
Ground floor, yeah.
Full of potential, but also a lot of uncertainty still.
Absolutely. Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into TATANKA. But here's something for you to ponder out there. What if this approach, this whole idea of weaving together technology and ancient wisdom, what if it's not just a one-off? What if this is like the beginning of a larger trend, the start of a more, I don't know, conscious, ethical era of AI development? Something to think about. Till next time.